Hi, nobodies. Um, so today I had started a video a little earlier and I was feeling very dysthymic. Um, there's a lot going on in my life. And it's not just me. Like, as far as with me in general goes, there ain't shit going on. Um, but unfortunately, there's other shit. The world just kind of invades and brings its drama to you, especially when you've got family. So, I'm not going to say what's wrong with my oldest kid, um, but let's just say she's really sick. She has been to the hospital in the past week 3 times. The first 2 times, well, the first time they gave her a diagnosis, uh, we didn't think anything of it, no big deal. Uh, I don't know if it was an inaccurate diagnosis or if she ended up with something on top of it. But she went back because she wasn't getting better, and they said she had something else and prescribed her some stuff. She went back, and I told her, I said, you should have went to a different hospital. That's not the best hospital to go to that she went to. And I can't help but think that this pandemic is hurting people who have something other than COVID-19 happen to them. The medical professionals are stressed. They're worried about their own safety. And so I'm thinking that there's this mentality of get them out of here. Get them out of here. Let's patch them up. Get them out of here. And this attitude might cause some major issues with people who are suffering from something other than COVID-19, because COVID-19 is getting so much attention. I don't like that. One of the things I do when I'm really stressed out is I go to the thrift store. Well, the thrift stores are closed. I mean, I'm broke anyway, but the thrift stores are closed. So that means that, like, I have to go to Walmart if I want retail therapy, and it's not the same because Walmart's got stuff. The thrift store, you don't know what you're going to find. So it's like a scavenger hunt, kind of, except nobody's telling you what to find. You're just like, ooh, what do they have? Maybe it's that thing I've been looking for. I don't know what that thing is, but it might make me happy. So that is not happening and won't happen for a while. So it looks like Amazon and Wish. I'm waiting for the mail and going, did I get a gift from me today? A gift from me to me today. But my daughter is really, really sick. And there's nothing I can do about it. There's no, I'll make you chicken soup. Like if she had COVID-19, I could totally handle that. Like, I'll make you chicken soup. I'll make sure you're comfortable. You don't have to get up and get anything. I'll bring it to you. Like, come recuperate with me. But what she's got, or what they're treating her for, is something that there is no magic shot, magic pill. There is no let's make you comfortable type of thing. And I'm worried about her. There's also been some drama between me and her dad. Just I guess, from the stress of worry. And today I was thinking, I've got all these friends on Facebook that are people that I don't want anything to do with. These are people that I'm like, this person doesn't share anything that I find valuable. They don't say anything to me. We don't message. And then I knocked out, I decided that my ex was not going to be my Facebook friend anymore because he's not my friend. And the toxicity that he brings to me, and I'm not saying he is a toxic person, he just doesn't let shit go. When he gets in a bad mood, he brings it right back up. And I've had enough of that in my life. If you say you let something go, you let it go. You don't bring it back up. And there's just always going to be resentment there because there's so much that I don't say, so much that I hold on to that makes me look at him and just say, you're not my friend. I tolerate you, And I'm like, I don't really, I'm getting a divorce from this person. Aside from talking about our kids, that's the only toleration I should have to deal with from him. That I tolerate your presence because they're your kids we share. I don't have to tolerate your presence because you say you care, because you say you love me, because you say I'm your friend. And then you act in a way that a friend wouldn't act. My friends, when there are many times that I want to say things, but I choose to be diplomatic. I choose most of the time, unless I'm pushed, I choose to just kind of sidestep or change the subject, or offer no comment. Because what I have to say won't necessarily help things. What I perceive is not often helpful. Like when you see somebody doing something and you're like, hey, that's the exact same thing. The thing that you're saying they're doing to you is the same thing you did to them. And, that was how it was with Bitch Boy. I would see him doing things and then see his reaction when somebody else would do the same thing to him. And I would sit there and think, Bitch Boy, do you not see? It's the exact same thing. I would say, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry you feel let down. I'm sorry you feel betrayed. And Bitch Boy didn't catch the I'm sorry you feel. I'm sorry you feel this way, which is not to say that I'm sorry you're going through this. I'm sorry this is happening to you. No. What I want to say is, I'm sorry you're not smart enough to figure out that turnaround is fair play and that what's happening to you, you have done. Because when I came back, I was like, I now know what it feels like to feel something for somebody that they cannot reciprocate. You know, I finally, and I mean, and that was with my first marriage and my second marriage. That was the end of things when I said, I will never love you as much as you love me. And so coming home and coming to the realization that he will never love me the way that I love him. Don't think I didn't make the correlation that I know how they feel. That I was incapable of being who they needed. I was incapable of showing them what they needed to feel, because I didn't feel it for them, or just wasn't able to show it their way. At any rate, I mean, it's like, when I have done stuff to people and then had it done to me, I do recognize that, karma, I see it. Some people don't, and it's not my place to tell them. As many boundaries as I cross, that's one that I choose not to cross a lot of times, unless they really, really fucking push me. At that point, I will cross that boundary and I will say, oh, you know what? This is what's going on. And it's exactly what you do to me. It's what you just had done to you. Now, anybody who thinks that I don't know my sins, they don't know me. I know my sins. And I don't need anybody to remind me of each and every one of them. I don't need people in my life who are going to keep punishing me for things I've done in the past. In normal relationships, if you meet somebody and they fuck you over and you say, I'm fucking done with them, you're fucking done with them. I mean, like, if you've got nothing with them, you are completely fucking done with them. You never trust them again. You never talk to them again, or whatever. If you choose to let them back in your life, and you're always bringing up that time that they fucked you over, chances are they're going to stop hanging out with you after a while, because they're going to say, I've been around for 3 years. I've apologized for doing this thing that I did. I've apologized. I've tried my best to show that I regret that, or that I feel bad about that, or whatever, and you keep bringing it up. I'm done. There is no space in my life for people who are going to keep bringing up things I've done. There just isn't. So I removed those people from Facebook. Eventually, when my kids are grown, he'll be completely removed from my life. I'll never have to talk to him again about anything, ever. I absolutely don't have to have anything to do with his girlfriend. Because once the kids are grown, I can just stand off by myself, talk to my kid, and completely ignore them. And anybody who doubts that I can completely ignore somebody, they don't know me either. because I can so totally ignore people. Um, I'll talk to them if they talk to me, but I really don't have anything else to say because, I am done letting people bring up the past over and over and over again. I am done letting people hold that against me. It's like, if you're going to hold that against me, tell me goodbye. Just be done. Because I don't need that. I've had enough of that in my life. I'm looking towards the future. And in the future, I want to be happy. I don't want to look at my phone and go, what now? You know? And I don't get that with my kids. When the kids call, I'm like, oh, it's Bubsy. It's Darrin. Oh, a text from Isabel. I get excited when they contact me. When he calls, it's, what? What? Is he going to be nice or is he in a bad mood? Is he going to be open or is he going to be an asshole? I don't have time for that. Shit happened that happened. If you're over it, be over it. If you're not over it, be done with me. Because I'm done. I am having a good day. It's raining and I couldn't take a nap. And it's gloomy outside and I was feeling a bit dysthymic, but it's interesting how something as simple as a phone call can make your day better. As simple as hearing somebody laugh, can just be like a switch flipping that, hey, how's it going? So glad to hear from you. It's a switch that can be flipped just as easy as, hey, what's up? Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, wait a minute. Like you either, like when you're going to get upset, it can be flipped really quick. And I gotta say, if you know somebody who a phone call from them flips your switch from bad to good, treasure that person. Because not everybody's got that capacity to make you go, ooh, it's such and such. Haven't talked to them in a minute. Yay! Not everybody's got that capacity to brighten your day. So express gratitude to those people. Let them know. Because at the same time that you're letting them know, you might be making their day too. It's not always a one-way street that they call and make you happy and they're down in the dumps. Sometimes they're down in the dumps, they call you, and you're so excited to hear from them that you pulled them out of their mood. So that's two people that are happy because they talk to each other. And during this time of social distancing and quarantine, there is no better time to get back in touch with people and do more than just hit like on a post or make a comment, we should get together sometime, that never goes anywhere. No. Take a moment to call. Let them hear the happiness in your voice. Let them be excited, and you get excited because they're excited. Let that happen. Let that be. Bring that into existence. Because even if they don't end up making your day, if you help them any, because sometimes, like I have known people who have held a bottle of pills in their hand and considered taking it. And then they get a phone call. And they drop the bottle. Does that mean that they're never going to feel that way again? No. Does that always stop them? No. But it just might. And I am all about taking those possibilities and saying, you know, it's possible that this person I know who's going through some shit needs a phone call. And maybe I call at the right time. Maybe I don't. But I gotta try. I gotta consider the possibilities that if I don't reach out, nobody will. Because just about everybody who feels alone, it's because everybody figured, oh, I don't need to reach out. They're good. They're okay. It's no big deal. Somebody else will get to it. They got lots of friends. And that's what everybody's thinking. And at the same time, that person is sitting there feeling like they have no friends. So I don't want to be that friend who just expects all the other friends to pick up the slack. Now, granted, I'm always worried that I'm calling at the wrong time or texting at the wrong time, like the absolute worst possible time to call or text. And then I have to consider, like, how long ago did I text? Don't want to wear out my welcome. Don't want to bug, because I was always called a pest when I was a kid. That was kind of drilled into me. You're a pest. You're a pest. You're a pest. And so I try my best not to be a pest. But don't worry about that. Don't worry about being a pest. Pay attention to the person you're talking to. If they sound excited, which I guess this really just works like if you're an intuit, because if you're a sensor, you may not be able to tell, but an intuit knows like somebody's excited. Like when I answer the phone, I'm like, hello. Like if I don't know who it is, or if I do know who it is and I'm not that excited. But if it's somebody I want to talk to, I'm like, hey, how's it going? Hey, like I'm instantly smiling. Like it's not just a hello. So you kind of have to go with that, what vibe you're getting, learn to tell. So I'm going to go now. Every opportunity is a moment to turn things around. And whether that turning things around is going out and meeting new people when this COVID-19 thing is done, or pulling or pushing people out, because a lot of people are in our lives that don't belong there. I mean, I should have pushed my mom out a million times, but she was my mom. And thankfully, she died young. Well, 69, not super young, but thank God she didn't make it to 80 or 90. Because I wouldn't have kicked her out, and I should have. Having her out of my life helped me to see that life can be so much better with some people out of it. If they don't have to be there, bye. So I hope you're having a good day. I'm going to continue to have a good day. I've got big plans tonight. Yeah, to me, they're big plans. To you, not so much. But for me, I'm going to have a good time. Have a good night.